The Education Network presents The Academic Challenge, hosted by Rick Blackwell.
Hello everyone, Rick Blackwell for the Education Network. Welcome to the Palm Beach County District Final of the 2017 Academic Challenge. In this 32nd year, we began with 16 Palm Beach County high schools in the challenge this year. After 3 days of qualifying rounds, we're down to our top 6 schools. Today, we have 3 rounds of questions being posed to these top 6 teams. The top 3 teams will take home a trophy for their efforts, with the top team holding the title of District Academic Team Challenge Champion for the next year. Let's meet these 6 teams. The 6 schools participating in the finals: A.W. Dreyfus School of the Arts, Jupiter High School, Spanish River High, Suncoast High School, Wellington High School, William T. Dwyer High School. Now that we have covered the format and met the teams, let's review how the District All-Star team will be decided. Students have been tracked in 6 core subject areas. The individual students leading in each core area will be named to the District All-Star team at the end of today's competition. The All-Star team will compete in the state tournament. A lot of excitement for today's coverage. Winning teams and trophies, All-Star students, so much is on the line. This year marks the 32nd anniversary for the Academic Team Challenge here in Palm Beach County, and the Education Network is proud to again provide coverage of the challenge. Yetta Green, our moderator for today, has been in this role for a number of years. We thank her for the commitment that she has made for these incredibly intelligent students and this impressive academic challenge format. Good luck to all. I will rejoin you with all the results after the final round. For now, let's head out once again to Studio A and hand this over to moderator Yetta Green to get the action started. Yetta?
Thanks, Rick. At this time, we will begin our 5-point question round. Question: which one of the following 4 words does not belong with the other 3? 1, anecdote; 2, exemplum; 3, limerick; 4, narrative.
Team 4, Suncoast.
3, limerick is correct. Question: which one or ones of the following 4 non-renewable resources are not fossil fuels? 1, coal; 2, natural gas; 3, petroleum; 4, uranium.
Team 3, Spanish River.
Uranium.
4, uranium is correct. Question: solve. The absolute value of the quantity negative 2x plus 7 equals 25.
Team 4, Suncoast.
X equals 16 and negative 9.
That is correct. X equals 16 or negative 9. Question: identify the artist famous for her large, sensuous close-up paintings of flower parts.
Team 4, Suncoast.
Georgia O'Keeffe is correct. Question: Bill is standing at the top of a 50-meter tall building and throws a set of keys down to Ted with an initial speed of 1.5 meters per second. To 2 significant digits, determine in meters per second the speed of the keys when they impact the ground. Bill is standing at the top of a 50-meter tall building and throws a set of keys down to Ted with an initial speed.
Team 4, Suncoast.
31 meters per second.
31 meters per second is correct. Question: to the nearest hundredth, calculate in grams per mole the molar mass of calcium chloride. To the nearest hundredth, calculate in grams per mole the molar mass of calcium chloride.
Team 1, Dreyfus.
110.98 grams per mole. Solve the system of equations. 3/2 x plus y equals 3. 2/3 x plus 1/3 y equals 1. Solve the system of equations. 3/2 x plus y equals 3. 2/3 x plus 1/3 y
Team 4,
equals 1.
Suncoast.
X equals 0, y equals 3.
0 and 3, that is correct. Question: correct the error in the following sentence about Fahrenheit 451. As a policeman of the future, Montag's job is to burn Brooks.
Team 6, Dwyer.
He's not a policeman, he's a firefighter.
That is correct. Instead of policeman, it should be fireman or firefighter. For this next question, you will use handout B1. Locate the envelope. Do not open it at this time. Does everybody have the correct one? Okay. For this question, the question is printed on the handout. At this time, open, distribute, and begin.
Team 3, Spanish River.
In French, 2.
That is correct. For this next question, the recording of one musical selection will be played. You may take notes or discuss quietly during the playing. When the selection is finished, I will then read the question. Question. Identify the title of the larger work.
Team 1, Dreyfus.
Eine kleine Nachtmusik by Mozart.
That is correct. That is correct. Ein klein Nachtmusik.
Do we want to warn them to make sure that
Question. Suppose you invest $1,000 at an annual interest rate of 7% that is compounded continuously. After how many years will you have $2,858.65? Round your answer to the nearest year. Suppose you invest $1,000 at an annual interest rate of 7% that is compounded continuously. After how many years?
Team 4, Suncoast.
15 years.
15 years is correct. Question. Which one of the following 4 sentences is grammatically correct? Number 1, the band at the Valentine's Day dance have selected ballroom music. Number 2, either the girl or her boyfriends has to leave the dance early. Number 3, the number of couples dancing were amazing. Number 4, each of the girls at the dance has a date.
Team 5, Wellington.
4.
4 is the one that's correct. The question, evaluate the tangent of the inverse sine of 4/5.
Team 4, Suncoast.
4/3.
4/3 is correct. Fill in the blank. Question, fill in the blank. A plague on both of your houses. They have made worms meat of me, says Mercutio, who realizes his organic matter will soon be broken down by worms which act as blank in an ecosystem.
Team 3, Spanish River.
Decomposers.
Decomposers is correct. Question, identify the Empress of the Austrian Empire who succeeded her father, Charles VI.
Team 4, Suncoast.
Maria Theresa.
Maria Theresa is correct in 1740. Question, identify the third of the dominant chord in the key of F major.
Team 4, Suncoast.
E.
E is correct. That concludes our 5-point individual question round. These are your scores so far. Team number 1, A.W. Dreyfus, 118 points. Team number 2, Jupiter, 104 points. Team number 3, Spanish River, 111 points. Team number 4, Suncoast, 152 points. Team number 5, Wellington, 103 points. And team number 6, William T. Dwyer, 112 points. At this time, we will begin the 10-point question round. Question, to 2 significant digits, determine in amps the current in a circuit having a pair of 125 ohm resistance light bulbs connected in parallel, given that the circuit in turn is connected to a 120 volt source.
Team 1, Dreyfus. Time.
The answer was 1.9 amps. 1.9 amps. Question, simplify the following. The quantity W squared minus W cubed times the quantity W minus 1 raised to the negative 1 power.
Team 4, Suncoast.
W squared? Wait.
Is incorrect. It should be negative W squared. For this next question, you will use handout B4. Locate the envelope, do not open it. Okay, everybody has handout B4. Make certain you have the right one. All right, for this one, the question, I will read the question after you open it. So at this time, you can open it. There's one art reproduction in there. Is that correct? So everybody needs to share that one. correct? Okay. The question is, identify the impressionist artist of the
Team
work.
4, Suncoast.
Monet.
Monet is correct. Question, identify the economist whose theories influenced FDR in his decision.
Team 1, Dreyfus.
John Maynard Keynes.
That is correct. Question, which one or ones of the following four would be appropriate dependent variables when trying to determine a rate of photosynthesis? Number 1, CO2 uptake. Number 2, O2 uptake. Number 3, CO2 production. Number 4, O2 production.
Team 4, Suncoast.
1 and 4.
1 and 4 is correct. Question, match. Match each of the following four courts to the case that would come under its jurisdiction. The courts are A, District Court, B, Supreme Court, C, State Court, D, Tax Court. The cases are 1, dispute over water between Florida and Georgia. Number 2, dispute with the IRS. Number 3, kidnapping across state lines.
Team 3, Spanish River.
A3, B1, C4, D2.
4 was DUI manslaughter, and that is correct. For this next question, you will use handout B6. Please locate the correct envelope, but do not open it. Everybody have B6. Okay, for this one, the question is printed on the handout, so open, distribute, and begin.
Team 5, Wellington.
3.
Spanish.
3 is the correct answer. For this next question relating to instrumentation, the recording of one musical selection will be played. You may take notes or discuss quietly during the playing. When the playing is finished, I will then read the question. Question, identify both the title of the larger work and the composer of the excerpt.
Team 4, Suncoast.
Yeah, Mozart.
Requiem and Mozart, that is correct, right? Those are choices. Okay, Requiem in D minor and Mozart, but except Requiem, yes. So that concludes our 10-point question round. These are the scores that you'll start this all-important 15-point round with. Team number 1, A.W. Dreyfus, 109 points. Team number 2, Jupiter High School, 113 points. Team number 3, Spanish River High School, 103 points. Team number 4, Suncoast High School, 158 points. Team number 5, Wellington High School, 120 points. And team number 6, William T. Dwyer High School, 113 points. We have very close scores there. And at this point, we will begin our 15-point question round. Question, correct the error in the following sentence about Wuthering Heights. After Heathcliff leaves for 3 years, Catherine Earnshaw marries Mr. Lockwood and moves to
Team 4, Suncoast.
She marries Edgar Linton.
and moves to Thrushcross Grange. Was that? I couldn't hear.
She said it
Correct. Mr. Lockwood should be Edgar Linton. That is correct. Question, match. Match each of the following 3 processes with the global cycle in which it occurs. Note, one numbered choice will be used more than once, and one numbered choice will not be used. The processes are A, ammonification, B, sublimation, C, transpiration. The cycles are 1, carbon, 2, nitrogen, 3, water.
4, Suncoast.
A2, B3, C3.
That is correct. Question, find the equations in point-slope form of the asymptotes of the given hyperbola. The quantity x plus 4 squared divided by 9 minus the quantity y plus 3 squared divided by 16 equals 1. Find the equations in point-slope form of the asymptotes of the given hyperbola. The quantity x
Team 4, Suncoast.
4/3 x plus 4 equals y plus 3, and negative 4/3 x plus 4 equals y plus 3.
That is correct. Question. Determine the value of this mythological math. Add the number of Gorgons to the number of heads of Cerberus. Multiply this sum by the number of the Muses.
Team 1, Dreyfus.
54 is correct. Question. Which one or ones of the following 4 authors could have met President Kennedy in the White House? Number 1, Robert Frost. Number 2, Willa Cather. Number 3, F. Scott Fitzgerald. Number 4, Kurt Vonnegut. Which one or ones of the following 4 authors could have met President Kennedy in the White House? Number 1, Robert Frost. Number 2, Willa Cather. Number 3, F. Scott Fitzgerald. And number 4, Kurt Vonnegut.
Team 1, Dreyfus.
1 and 4.
1 and 4 is correct, Frost and Vonnegut. For this next question, you will use handout B9. Please locate the envelope but do not open it. Be certain you have the correct one, B9. Okay, for this one, the question is printed on the handout. Open the envelope. Open, distribute, and begin.
Team 5, Wellington.
2 is correct in either French or Spanish. 2 is the correct answer. Again, please pile up your papers into a discard pile. Question. What 3-letter word is common to the spelling of the 3 terms defined by the following? 1, French or Spanish word meaning to lie. 2, make larger, to expand or increase. Number 3, to change or improve.
Team 3, Spanish River.
Men.
Men is correct. The 3 words are mentir, French or Spanish word meaning to lie, and then it was augment and amend. So men was the common word. Question. Place the following 4 stages of Piaget's cognitive development in order. 1, concrete operational. 2, pre-operational. 3, formal operational. 4, sensory motor. Place the following 4 stages of Piaget's cognitive development in order. 1, concrete operational. 2, pre-operational. 3, formal operational. And 4, sensory motor.
Team 3, Spanish River.
4, 2, 1, 3.
That is correct. 4, 2, 1, and 3. Question. Identify the war in which the Battle of Gallipoli was fought.
Team 3, Spanish River.
World War I.
That is correct. Question. Given triangle ABC with angle A equals 44 degrees and angle B equals 25 degrees and side A equals 12 units, to the nearest tenth, determine in units the length of side B. Given triangle ABC with angle A equals 44 degrees and angle B equals 25 degrees and side A equals 12 units, to the nearest tenth, determine in units the length of side.
Team 4, Suncoast.
7.3.
7.3 units is correct. For this next question, you will use handout B10. Please be certain you get the correct envelope, B10. All right, the question again is printed on the handout. At this time, open, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, Dreyfus.
Spanish 1.
That is correct. Question. Given the rational expression, which real values of x make the expression undefined? The quantity x to the 4th power minus 2x cubed plus x squared divided by the quantity 14x to the 4th power minus 8x cubed minus 6x squared. Given the rational expression, Which real values of x make the expression undefined? The quantity, x to the fourth power minus 2x cubed plus x squared, divided by the quantity, 14x to the fourth power minus 8x cubed minus 6x squared.
Team 4, Suncoast.
X equals 0, x equals 1, and x equals negative 3 over 7.
That is correct. Negative 3 over 7, 0, and 1. Question, match. Match each of the following 4 stylistic periods to the artist that worked during it. The style periods are A. Impressionism, B. Romanticism, C. Medieval, D. Surrealism. The artists are 1. Monet, 2. Jericho, 3. Dali, 4. Giotto.
Team 3, Spanish River.
A1, B2, C4, D3.
That is correct. A1, B2, C4, and D3. Question. Solve the following system of equations. 2x minus 4y plus 3z equals 17. X plus 2y minus z equals 0. 4x minus y minus z equals 6. State the following system of equations. 2x minus 4y plus 3z equals 17. X plus 2y minus z equals 0. 4x minus y minus z equals 6.
Team 2, Jupiter.
X equals 3, Y equals 1, Z equals 5.
That is correct. X equals 3, y equals 1, z equals 5. Match. Match each of the following 4 U.S. constitutional amendments to its provision. The amendments are A, 4th, B, 5th, C, 6th, D, 8th. The provisions are 1. Speedy public trial. Number 2. Unlawful search and seizure. Number 3. Protection against double jeopardy.
Team 3, Spanish River.
A2, B3, C1, D4.
4 was no excessive bail. That is correct. A2, B3, C1, and D4. For this next question, you will use handout B11. Please be certain you have the right handout B11. For this one, I have to read you the question, so open the envelope, distribute the handouts, and when everybody has them, I will read the question. Everybody got it? The question is, identify the missing pitch in the notated chord.
Team 1, Dreyfus.
D.
D is correct. Question, identify the 4 terms beginning with the letter J from the following descriptions. Number 1, pattern of speech associated with a particular group. Number 2, musical genre originating from African American communities in New Orleans. Number 3, calendar brought to Rome from Egypt. Number 4, articulation of 2 bones.
Team 3, Spanish River.
1, jargon, 2, jazz, 3, Julian, 4, joint.
That is correct, all beginning with J. Jargon, jazz, Julian, that was the calendar, and joint. That concludes, believe it or not, our 15-point individual question round.
Wow, thanks Jetta and all the teams for such exciting final round play. I will be back after this short break to visit our final team leaderboard to see which teams will be taking home a trophy, and we will reveal the 2017 Palm Beach County District All-Star Team of Students that will be headed to Orlando for the State Finals Championship. Stay tuned.
Too many of our kids miss too many days out of school. When they miss school, they miss out. It doesn't matter whether the absences are excused or unexcused. Low attendance can lead to low performance, from preschool to high school. Showing up is the first step for success. Make sure your kids go to school every day, on time, all day. Attendance matters. You need to go to grow.
Welcome back. I am so impressed with this group of talented, intelligent students from around the school district of Palm Beach County. They all studied hard, qualified for the final, and battled it out in today's district final. Now let's reveal the final team standings. Heading to the leaderboard, we have the team from William T. Dwyer in 6th place. In 5th, we have the team from Jupiter High School taking 4th place, the team from Wellington High. Now, our top 3 teams. A.W. Dreyfus comes in 3rd, Spanish River in 2nd, and congratulations to this year's Palm Beach County Academic Challenge winning team, Suncoast High School. Congratulations again to the outstanding play of all the teams, especially to the district champs, Suncoast High School. We also have the final 6 individual students who excelled in the key subject areas. They've earned a spot on the District All-Star team. I want to present to you the 2017 Palm Beach County Academic Challenge All-Star team. Jacob Rubin from Spanish River High School. Stefan Juan, A.W. Dreyfus School of the Arts. Matthew Hakarainen, A.W. Dreyfus School of the Arts. Diego Chavez, Suncoast High School. Karen Sim, Suncoast High School. And Jerry Yang, also from Suncoast. We will follow this year's success at the state finals and let you know how those individuals do in the state competition. Well, this completes another year of the Academic Team Challenge. We want to acknowledge Diana Snyder from the Secondary Education Department and her team who took care of getting these schools coordinated into the competition and handling so many of the details needed to bring this production together. We also want to acknowledge this list of judges that sat in for each session of the challenge. And finally, to the team here at the Education Network for putting these shows together to bring you. I am honored to have been your host. Good luck to our all-star team at the state. I'm Rick Blackwell for the Education Network, keeping you informed.